go looking for someone who wants to kill me?
And Tomorrow Extra takes you behind the scenes of the upcoming Harry Potter. Is Robert Downey Jr. being groomed for a...
Harry Potter takes us on a magical mystery set tour to uncover the secrets behind his next adventure.
I'd probably be sacked, so I don't think I'll do that.
Plus, his chances for it.
Stick around, we're going to bring you all the secrets from behind the scenes of the London set of Harry Potter.
This is absolutely amazing, absolutely fantastic.
Extended edition of The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, will be released on DVD next week. Here is an exclusive highlight.
One of the really worrying shots that was turned over to us for film 2 was the shot of Legolas leaping up onto the horse at the start of the Warg attack sequence.
So I just literally did this.
We do a quick transition on the turn from the real Legolas to a digital double, and it's the combination of that transition working well with the fact that the animation completely worked that has made that shot very successful. People just don't even know how it was done.
The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, the final movie in the trilogy, will be in theaters on December 17th.
Harry Potter's latest adventure won't hit screens until next summer, but we already have an E-exclusive. Linda Lopez was on the set in London.
Welcome, welcome to another year at Hogwarts.
This is the set of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. And for the third film, a couple of changes have come to Harry Potter.
The first big change is Michael Gambon replacing the late Richard Harris as Hogwarts headmaster, Professor Dumbledore.
Michael Gambon is great, he's really funny. He's brought something really cool to the character. He hasn't tried to emulate Richard in any way. It's so hard, so he's doing his own take on Dumbledore.
Emma Thompson also joins the cast.
She plays Professor Trelawney.
She's very clumsy. She's very, very out of it. And she's got this brilliant presence, and it's really funny.
And there's Gary Oldman as the title character, the Prisoner of Azkaban.
Swear to me, you won't go looking for Black. Why would I go looking for someone who wants to kill me?
Of course, Harry, Ron, and Hermione are in plenty of danger once again, but Daniel, Rupert, and Emma are still glad to be back on set.
Great. What was it like going back to sort of normal life and then having to come back to the film?
Well, for me, this is normal life.
Right.
So in a way, it's kind of like going back to school, but a lot better.
Really exciting. This is my favourite book, my favourite script.
I couldn't wait to get back into this one.
It's a bit darker, it's a bit scarier.
Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban will be released next June.
First look at the Whiz Kids' new movie. Anyway.
Nervous Brides.
Catchphrase is for the next Harry Potter movie called The Prisoner of Azkaban. The third Harry Potter story, I always want to say potty, don't I, for some reason, is hitting the big screen in less than a year. And like the book, the movie looks really creepy, just what you want. Here is your Deco Drive first look.
Welcome, welcome to another year at Hogwarts.
Sirius Black has escaped from Azkaban prison. Swear to me, you won't go looking for Black. Why would I go looking for someone who wants to kill me?
Something wicked this way comes.
Those kids look old now, though, don't they?
Kids grow. It happens.
Oh, well. Hopefully it won't show too much.
Harry Potter. How do you escape a whomping willow?
Somebody else basically has your life in their hands on the end of a wire.
I won't think of that next time I'm doing it.
An exclusive sneak peek behind the scenes of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. N is Stone Phillips.
For a few hours earlier today, New York City was transformed into Hogwarts on the Hudson as fans of the Harry Potter books gathered outside Radio City Music Hall for the world premiere of the third film in the series, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Darker than the first two films, it's a tale of ghouls and mysterious professors and an escaped convict with a secret past. Mere muggles will have to wait a few days before they can see the film, but tonight Al Roker has a preview and an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at some of the magic.
Hold on to your broomsticks, because everyone's favorite boy wizard is back. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban hits theaters June 4th.
This is dangerous.
And this time, the film takes an older Harry on a wilder,
Little old lady at 12 o'clock.
darker, and scarier ride.
Welcome, welcome to another year at Hogwarts.
In this screen adaptation of the third book from supernaturally popular author J.K. Rowling, Harry Potter is headed back to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry for his third year of sorceress studies.
Lumos Maxima.
Like any student, there are new teachers to meet,
You must look beyond.
new spells to learn, and lots of homework.
Turn to page 394.
Actor Daniel Radcliffe returns to the new Potter film as Hogwarts' most famous wizard in training.
What was it like when it was time to put the glasses back on and get the Thunderbolt scar on there again?
I actually was really happy to get back here and start doing it all over again. It was brilliant. Like a kind of, it's almost like a reunion.
Harry.
Harry.
Harry Potter also reunites with his friends, Ron and Hermione, at the start of the movie.
Why are we stopping?
What's going on?
But on the Hogwarts Express, the trio is threatened by ominous, otherworldly creatures.
There's something moving out there.
It was a Dementor.
Dementors, soul-sucking demons that guard the wizard prison of Azkaban. They're on the hunt for a notorious escaped murder convict named Sirius Black.
Sirius Black has escaped from Azkaban prison. He's a murderer.
Even more terrifying, Sirius Black is believed to have killed Harry's parents. And word is, Harry's next. Hogwarts becomes cloaked in fear as the Dementors hunt down Sirius Black.
Only one would die tonight.
And Sirius Black hunts for Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Run! All of you! Gary Oldman, that master of the cinematic Sirius villain, joins the cast as Sirius Black.
In the book, you're not quite sure whether Sirius Black is a bad guy or a good guy.
Yeah.
And given your past, people probably automatically assume, oh, must be a bad guy.
Yeah, but you know, they say to me, I hear you're in the Harry Potter movie. Are you a bad guy? So, well, I'm always playing these bad guys. I'm not a bad guy.
You're a pretty good guy.
I'm a pretty good guy, yeah.
Gary Oldman isn't the only freshman on the Potter campus.
I didn't really expect him to linger.
Veteran stage actor Sir Michael Gambon also joined the cast. He replaces the late Richard Harris as Hogwarts headmaster Albus Dumbledore.
Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times.
They rang me up and they said Richard's dinosaur, no? And they said, will you play his part? And I said, yeah, please, let me play it.
Action.
But the biggest change in this magical film franchise happens behind the camera. The Prisoner of Azkaban has a new and distinctively artistic director, Mexican filmmaker Alfonso Cuarón. Cuarón is best known for his racy 2002 hit, Y Tu Mamá También, which was hardly a family film.
The only thing I feel...
So no one was more surprised than Cuarón when he got the call to direct the third Potter film. What's more, Cuarón may have been the only muggle, that's wizard speak for we mere mortals, who had never heard of Hogwarts.
I was a little bit
ignorant about the Harry Potter universe.
So you hadn't read the books?
No.
You hadn't seen the movies?
Not really.
No.
No.
Okay.
But Cuarón got up to speed as fast as a flying hippogriff. And the world of Harry Potter will never be the same.
Prisoner of Azkaban, maybe a little edgier?
Probably a little edgier, probably darker.
Spookier lighting, weirder magic, moodier music. Cuarón's quirky creation is meant to scare and delight.
Why would I go looking for someone who wants to kill me?
The world of Harry Potter is darker now for a reason. In this third film, Harry not only battles evil demons, but something worse, puberty.
He's basically become a teenager. And with that brings so many things like the big teenage angst. He's very confused. He starts to question himself a lot more.
Is there a parallel between Harry and Daniel, since you're both going through kind of the same
things at the same time? Yeah, I know there's definitely one between me and him.
The young heroes of The Prisoner of Azkaban also now look like teenagers. No more cutesy, itchy sweaters and fusty robes. In this movie, Cuarón's kids sport jeans and sweatshirts, and Harry has finally grown into those trademark big round glasses. Actress Emma Watson.
Is it weird kind of seeing your co-stars now having to shave and...
Yeah, I suppose it is. We've all changed so much since the beginning. I've got some pictures of me when I first got the role, and of all three of us. And we're just so different now. It's amazing.
In the first Potter movie, the kids were just 10 and 11 years old. But now, the young actors are budding adolescents, just like the characters they play.
Is there a noticeable difference with how everybody's interacting?
We're obviously talking about different things now.
What's different?
The Prisoner of Azkaban shows us that becoming a teen is no easier for young wizards and witches than it is for us muggles.
Filthy little mudblood.
Foul, loathsome, evil little cockroach! Oh, that felt good.
Do you think that Hermione's a good role model?
Yeah, she's a good girl power girl, definitely.
You go, girl.
Yeah.
Is that a welcome change for you now? You're kind of a woman of action?
Yes, definitely. I'm really enjoying it, and there's lots of really cool stunts to do.
We got an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at one of those stunts.
3, 2, 1, go!
When Harry and Hermione tackle a bad-tempered tree.
I got to watch you filming part of the Whomping Willow scene. That looks like a pretty physical bit of business.
We don't actually normally get to do stuff like that, so it's really fun to actually do.
Oh my God!
I guess it was one of the first times you flew on the wire. What was that like?
Oh, I was so nervous. Obviously, the first time I'd ever worn one of those harnesses, and wedgie of a lifetime.
Dan and Emma are first knocked down by the angry tree. Then they dodge its limbs, which will later be added to the scene via computer graphics.
Does it take a certain amount of trust? Because somebody else basically has your life in their hands.
I won't think of that next time I'm doing it, but
Cut! Let's do one more.
With the special effects added, Cuarón conjures up his own special kind of movie magic.
Move! Stop!
I hope he finds me, because when he does, I'm going to be ready.
Whether Harry Potter battles supernatural monsters or his inner demons, at its heart, The Prisoner of Azkaban is about growing up and about facing your darkest fears.
Expecto Patronum!
So when do these young actors get a break? Not for a while. The producers of the series are rushing to keep pace with the young stars as they grow up. In fact, pre-production of the fourth Harry Potter film is already underway.
Coming up, a young woman.
Backlash. Some religious groups argue the boy wizard is a force for evil, even as fans buy up book 6 now on sale. Twisting in the wind, this tornado made full report on a modern-day book burning is just ahead, and images of inspiration. The 6th Harry Potter book went on sale. Fans, both young and old, packed bookstores to get their hands on a copy of Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Some children who couldn't be there in person were not left out. A foundation that helps kids with life-threatening illnesses delivered copies of the book today to hospitalized children in Washington, New Jersey, and Minnesota. The excitement surrounding the new Harry Potter book is nowhere near over either. Publishers expect 10 million copies to be sold today alone, and many more after that. But what was the scene like last night when die-hard fans jamming into stores to get one of the first copies? Let's take a look.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1!
Carlotta is the lucky person to have the first in the world.
I'm a really big fan of Harry Potter, and when I heard about it, I was just so excited.
I wish I were Hermione personally.
Yeah, or go to Hogwarts.
Exactly.
Yeah. No matter how old you are, if you are a fan of really good stories, it's just very captivating.
Some kids asked me about my costume, where I got this, and I told them, you're not going to believe this, but I got this from graduating college.
I like the what do you call it, Dementors. Yeah, they were pretty interesting. They looked like they had socks stuck on their heads. That was weird.
I want you guys to tell me what it is you like about Harry Potter and why.
Well, because that he's cool. And he has a magic wand that can turn anybody
And he's in the best house, the Gryffindor house. And he does magical powers and he's cool.
I love staying up late.
Amazing. While Harry Potter's popularity is undeniable, the books aren't loved by everyone. Some religious groups say the sorcery and witchcraft that are in both the Harry Potter books and the movies go against Christian principles. For more on that, here's CNN's Kira Phillips.
So, Father, help us to do the right thing.
The right thing. A difficult choice in a complicated world. At the Jesus Non-Denominational Church in Greenville, Michigan, Pastor Tommy Turner and his followers are fighting off evil, one page-turner at a time.
And I don't want anybody to go to hell. And the Bible says if people use sorcery and witchcraft, that they will go to hell.
And the tricks of this evil trade, according to this group and others like it worldwide, are being pushed on children through the antics and adventures J.K. Rowling's bespectacled character, Harry Potter.
Welcome, welcome to another year at Hogwarts.
When young Harry came onto the scene 7 years ago, the world was charmed by the colorful characters and fanciful plots that filled the books. But as the popularity of the books and movies grew, so too did the concerns of some religious groups.
I've read the content. It's filled with witchcraft, sorcery, black magic, vengeance, rebellion. I don't think this is appropriate literature, and I don't think it's a good movie for a child to see.
A small but growing movement against the positive portrayal of witchcraft in the Potter stories has been going on for several years. However, it wasn't until just this week we learned that a somewhat higher authority had already weighed in. In a 2003 correspondence with German author Gabriele Kubi, who authored the book Harry Potter, Good or Evil, the Pope, then Cardinal Joseph Ratzinger, wrote, "It is good that you enlighten people about Harry Potter, because those are subtle seductions, which act unnoticed, and by this deeply distort Christianity in the soul before it can grow properly." But Harry Potter fans disagree. They contend the boy, his school, and his adventures are simply high-flying fictional fantasy.
Welcome to your first flying lesson. Everyone step up to the left side of their broomstick.
Supporters point out that this young wizard's popularity gets children reading more books, and at the same time opens up their minds to creative thinking, whether it be human or wizardly.
Alohomora, Standard Book of Spells, Chapter 7.
But many people believe Harry Potter is just the latest hero, fighting the same old fight that has been fought throughout the years. The age-old battle between good and evil. Kira Phillips, CNN, Atlanta.
We'll have the woman who illustrated the Harry Potter series on at 6, so you'll definitely want to stay tuned for that.
CNN, your current.
Cullen, as your doctor and your friend, I am telling you,